Welcome to Allie's Attic, where you never know what kind of surprise you'll find in my attic. I'm your host, Allie, and today my surprise is the lead singer of a six-piece outfit meshing country rock, and classic rock, Russ Still. Hi, Russ. How are ya?
I'm great, Allie. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, you guys are based, I'll mention that it's Russ Still and the Moonshiners. That's your band. And
that's right.
You are based out of Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
That's correct.
And you guys also won the 2015 Georgia Music Awards Country Band of the Year. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. That was a surprise.
Well, you guys are very talented. Now, tell me a bit about yourself and the band, like when you started getting interested in music, when you guys, formed the band, and just tell me all about you.
Sure. Well, it goes way back. So, I'm told that by the time I could walk, I was putting records on the record player. Anybody remembers what a record player is? I guess with the reissuing of vinyl, it's people are getting more connected with that. But it goes back to when I was probably 3 years old, and have just loved music the whole time. My dad had been a singer. Younger years, he loved music. My mother loved music. They really introduced me to a lot of the old pop standards. I started singing the choir at church when I was in first grade and stayed with that through high school. When I was in third grade, I started taking piano lessons, and I got to get out of class for 30 minutes every week to go to Richard's office, which was a cubby hole. And take piano, and that was really cool, except when you had to do the spring presentation in front of the whole school. And by the time I got to 5th and 6th grade, that was not a cool thing to be doing. So in 6th grade, after 6th grade, I stopped taking piano, and it wasn't long, maybe a year, I asked for a guitar for Christmas, and I got one, and I started taking lessons. My mom had found this teacher, and he wanted to teach me Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley, and Red River Valley, which are not bad songs, but I wanted to be playing James Taylor and Led Zeppelin. So it wasn't really working for me. And so I bought some music books and started teaching myself how to play, and that was pretty enjoyable. And then I was in 10th, so this was going on to about 15, I was doing that. And a new guy started attending our school, and he played guitar, and I just thought that was the greatest thing ever. And that spring of my 10th grade, he said, I've got to go to rehearsal. I said, well, what are y'all doing? He said, well, me and some of the other guys here at school are putting a band together for the talent show. Really? Can I come? He said, well, yeah. He said, and don't you play piano? I said, not like that. And he said, I can teach you everything you need to know. So I went in and became the piano player and the singer, and we won the talent show. And then he and I put a band together, and I've been doing that ever since I was 15 years old. And I was living in Montgomery. I don't think I mentioned that. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
And we just had a big time in high school, and then we went off to college to Mobile, Alabama, and we both went down there and put a band together. And I played all through college, mostly with him. And then I graduated from college, and I wanted to try to play music. But during the summers, we would not go home and get normal. A lot of people go home and get normal jobs. We'd go out on the road. We had an old school bus we had converted, carried our gear in, and played up and down the Gulf Coast, and up into Georgia, and over into Florida. And so I graduated, and we were headed to my road towards the end of that summer. We were headed to Columbus, Georgia, to play a show, and our bus broke down. And we found a guy who was going to fix it, and he needed $80 to replace the motor cap. And asked him if he took a check, and declined that payment. And between seven of us, we didn't have $80 to pay the guy, so I had to call my dad, who was in Montgomery, about an hour away. And while I waited for him to come down there, I said, I can't survive like this. Not between a bunch of us not having enough money to pay for an $80 bus repair. And so I started thinking about getting a job. And finally, later that year, I did. And then I got married, and things start changing. But my wife was a singer in the band, so we continued to work together for many, many years. So I had been doing sort of warrior kind of thing. We had some really great bands, but I appreciated the luxury of getting a regular paycheck rather than worried about how I was going to, whether I was going to make rent or not. I have a gig the weekend on the last weekend of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been my path. And been in lots of different bands, played in a lot of bands in Mobile, and moved to Atlanta and played in a bunch of bands. And then I really got the singer and I divorced together a really long time, and we divorced, and I said, I don't really want to do that one-nighter club thing anymore. I want to start concentrating on writing. And I'd go to Nashville and do some songwriting workshops and working on my own. Wrote a few songs and did some demos and put a record together. And I had somebody call me 4 or 5 years ago, and they wanted me to play a show. They'd heard some of my music. I said, I don't even have a band to do this. So that seemed sort of silly to me, to be writing and have songs but not being able to get out with a band and play them. But, I've done solo shows, but acoustic shows, that kind of thing. Songwriter in the round kind of presentations, but I really wanted a band. I love the camaraderie of band. So I put a band together, called it the Moonshiners, and 5 years later, here we are.
That's an awesome story. Now, I liked that you mentioned Led Zeppelin, and I think it was James Taylor you said, right?
Yep. I wanted to be James Taylor when I was 14 years old. You remember that first record of his where he had the long hair and the blue jean shirt on the front of it?
Yeah.
Sweet Baby James. That was the guy that I wanted to be.
Well,
I haven't achieved it, but it was a good goal, I think.
I wanted to be Stevie Nicks, and look at me. I can't sing, so.
Well,
but I did want to be her.
There you go.
Now, because you've mentioned them, your country rock sounds of the 70s, Southern rock, new country rock, and outlaw country, like there's something for everyone, and it kind of reflects back to the 70s and, what you wanted to be when you started, performing. So it makes sense. Right. It makes sense that you mentioned James Taylor and Led Zeppelin because you can hear it. Now, your band consists of you, who is vocals, guitar, and keyboards. Wow, good word. And Ben Still, who is guitar. Relation?
Son.
Okay. And Cam Still. Pardon?
Wife.
Cam Still's your wife?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Nice to keep it in the family.
My most recent wife.
Okay.
I've been married 34 years. I've been married 34 years, Allie.
Wow. Congratulations.
It took me 2 women. Yeah, well, thank you. It took me 2 women to get there, though.
Well, then I've been married.
It should all.
I've been married.
I think it should all be
added together, right? Yeah, so it makes it sound better. So, so I've been, so 16, 17, 18, 9, maybe 20. But, yeah, not anymore. I don't have anybody anymore. But,
how many did it take to get to 20?
I got there early because I had a daughter early. And then the one that lasted 16 years was shortly after me and her father had split up, about a year after, I guess. And that one lasted 16 years. And yeah.
Good for you. That's a good run.
Well, it is, except I have really bad taste in men. Like there's a neon sign on my forehead that says, if you're trouble, come and fall in love with me. Seriously. Anyway,
Yeah.
back
Or
to
let me
you.
fall in love with you. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So Chris Hinson is guitar. Ed Usher
Chris is from Pensacola, Florida.
okay.
He's just a great guitar player. And he's got a Pink Floyd tribute band called Interstellar Echoes, and they're amazing.
Wow, that would be cool to listen to. Now Ed Usher is bass and vocals.
Yep, it's from Indiana.
Okay.
And interesting story about Ed. When you grow up and you start getting in bands, playing around, there are people in whatever town you're playing in that are a couple of years older than you, and they're just really doing it, killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ed played with a lot of the guys that I grew up listening to.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't in Montgomery, but as they went on to other places, he was working in the Southeast and was there. He's worked in bands with them, so it's really exciting for me to have Ed playing in the Moonshine.
Well, cool. And then finally, Mitch Flanders, who's your drum and vocals.
Yep, and Mitch is from Augusta, Georgia. Great drummer. Moved to Atlanta in the 80s to pursue a progressive rock career. And like a lot of bands, those kind of things it's hard to make it for anybody. But he does some great jobs. We're tickled to have him with us as well.
Okay, you got really quiet on me again.
Okay.
There we go.
We're glad to have him with us. Sorry.
Now, you've got 4 independent records under your belt, including The Mission Music, 2016, or 2006, The Russ Still Project, 2013, White Lightning, which was 2014, and Still Cookin', 2016.
Right.
So, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. It's really nice. I love writing, and I love having a band that can make it come real.
Mm-hmm.
Take my ideas, and I love the democratic process in a band, and they take what I come up with and make it that much better. So it's a lot of fun. They enjoy playing it because they have some ownership in it. They created their part and helped arrange it, and we're just having a really good time.
Well, that's awesome. Now, according to Tony Copley, who's the CEO of Ledge 7 Entertainment, he said Russ Still's music is like a well-crafted bridge for the listener to cross back and forth freely between country and classic rock. And if you want to stop in the middle and fish, his music has provided all the hooks you will need. And what completes the bridge of the versatile singer is the flexible support of the band. And together, Russ Still and the Moonshiners work to provide a sustainable and fulfilling entree of rock history with a fresh and catchy twist. That is quite the accolade.
Isn't it something?
Yeah, it is.
Tony, I didn't have to pay him too much money to say all that.
I'm going to have to start paying money to get people to say something about my show. Now,
there you go. There, well.
Yeah. Now, your bands appeared at major events. The Coweta Country Fair, Pensacola's New Year's Eve Pelican Drop, which cracked me up to no end. They actually drop a pelican?
I know. That's funny. You'd think they would come up with something. I love Pensacola, don't get me wrong, but that's a weird name.
Well, when I read Pelican Drop, I'm like, huh? It's not a ball, is it?
What's the pelican dropping?
Oh my goodness, that's even worse. Okay, so you've also been to the Tri-State Barbecue Festival in Dothan, October Beer Fest in Warner Robins, Atlanta's WRFG's Americana in the Park, the Tennessee and
2 years now for that.
Wow,
Yep.
That'd be nice. Yeah. And Georgia State Fair's Bike Week in the Daytona. That would be,
Yeah.
oh my God, I wouldn't, I'd be in heaven. Including...
Listen, Cam, let me tell you a story about Daytona. We just did that last month.
Uh-huh.
We were heading back to the place we were staying after our show at Destination Daytona. And people ride motorcycles down there without helmets on. I can't understand why somebody would do that. I'm not a bike guy myself, but it's just dangerous.
Yeah.
And this guy had a wreck, older guy, like in his 60s, and they drove up on it right as his folks that were with him had gotten off their bikes. And I said, there's a bad wreck. There's the guy laying in the middle of the road. Cam is RN.
Oh, okay.
Registered nurse, worked in the ICU, emergency room. She said, should we pull over? And I whipped the van and trailer off to the side of the road. And she and I got out and ran over to the guy. He basically died right there on the road.
Oh, my God.
Just hit him with her foot in his chest like 6 times. He came back. And I think, we don't know for sure what ended up happening, but right there, just saving the guy's life. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Wow, that would be amazing. Wow, I couldn't even imagine. Good thing she's an RN and you drove by it. That, like, there's a purpose for everything, I think. So, yeah.
Right.
Now you also...
Anybody out there knows, I can't remember his name, but he was from Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah, if anybody out there knows the guy that crashed his bike at the Bike Week in Daytona and was dead and then had a lady bring him back, it would be really nice to contact Russ and Cam.
Reach out to us.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that he's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Just so you know, for your peace of mind, right?
Right.
Now, you've also performed the Iron Horse and Destination Daytona and the Red Gorilla Music Fest in Austin. Now, I've always wanted to go to Austin, Texas.
Austin is such a cool town. There's a big festival out there called South by Southwest. If you're a local, cool way to say it, South by. Just South by.
South by.
South by. So when that's going on, there's like 10 other music festivals going on at the same time. So it's just crazy. The festival that we played was the Red Gorilla Music Fest. We played 4 shows in 3 days. Just had a great time.
Wow.
People love the music. They're open completely to original songs and supportive and helpful and encouraging, and it's a really good time.
Well, I'm going to have to get out to all these places. I don't even have a passport. I'm stuck in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
You only have to have a passport to go to Alabama. And it's not to go to Alabama, it's to get back to wherever you're coming from.
To get out of there?
To get out of Alabama. Right.
No.
To get out of Alabama, you just can't be accepted in wherever you're trying to go to unless you've got a passport.
I can't go anywhere in the States unless I get a passport, so yeah. It's a Canadian thing. Now, one of your songs that caught my attention and made me laugh was Walmart Parking Lot. Where the heck did you come up with that song?
Just because these things just come to me. Do y'all have Walmarts, right?
Yeah, we have Walmarts.
You got a Walmart near you?
Yeah, actually, I do.
There you go. Everybody's got a Walmart near them. Mm-hmm. So somehow, I don't know, I think I was looking at, you seen those pictures on the internet, the people at Walmart? They show people, they're dressed kind of funny and
oh, yeah.
Sometimes not very appropriately.
Yeah.
Somehow I got to look through those, and I just had this idea about Walmart writing a song. And so the song came pretty easy. I like the songs that I like to write the most are the ones that I can research and use things like my mind's going blank, but
like pictures and images and yeah.
The old man greeter, where I can really, where people just know what that means. It doesn't require any explanation. They see it on the commercials, they see it in the stores. And so I wrote this song. The funniest part about this, we did a video, and we'll talk about my website here in a minute.
I've seen it.
Or on YouTube, Walmart Parking Lot.
Yeah.
And so I called my ex-sister-in-law, and she's some sort of executive with Walmart. She's been with them for a long time. And I said, who do I need to talk to get permission to shoot a video in the Walmart store?
Mm-hmm.
She said, that'll never happen. They don't even let people take pictures of Walmart.
Wow.
Why that's true, no idea. But apparently, and I confirmed that in a Walmart. I said, "You do not let people take pictures here." Well, if they are, we ask them to put the camera away. So we had I worked with Donnie Manis, does my videos for me, and we talked about it. And so we got some GoPros. You know what a GoPro is? Those little camera that the high adventure folks put on their helmets so you can kind of see them.
Yeah.
Skiing down the mountain. Yeah. So we got some GoPros. We attached a GoPro to a baby carriage. And in the baby carriage, we put a bigger camera with a stabilizer attached to a stabilizer. Covered it up with a blanket so it looked like a baby. We walked into the Walmart, and we're filming with this GoPro. And we're walking through the store, and the band is doing silly stuff here and there. And we've got an actor and an actress, and we're getting shots that kind of go along with the lyrics of the music, Rollback Prices, and cheap cologne.
Yeah, I think you covered everything.
The lingerie, and so we get. He said, "Well, I've gotten about all I can get on the GoPro." I said, "Let's bring the camera out." So we're in this Walmart with this big camera, and we didn't get a single look the whole time. We must have shot in there for an hour, and employees were walking by. They wouldn't even glance our way.
Wow.
And so we got through with that, and then we took the band out in the parking lot and set up the band in the parking lot and played the song in the car stereo so we could add the music track to the video track later. We went through the song probably 10 times, and again, with guys out there gathering shopping carts and doesn't even look at us. There's a band set up in the lot. He doesn't even pay attention. Some customer did come up and try to offer us a tip. But
nice.
Completely guerrilla. Somebody said, "Do you think you're going to get in trouble when Walmart finds out of this thing?" I said, "If Walmart's calling me about my video, that's the best thing that could have ever happened." But they haven't called yet. I'm still waiting for the call.
Well, the thing that cracks me up about them not wanting pictures taken in there and stuff, obviously pictures are taken in there because I've seen the websites that you're talking about people that shouldn't wear certain things in Walmart. And I can't see them giving you trouble for filming in their parking lot when they let RVs park in their parking lot, which still boggles my mind. Right. Yeah. Well, it's a great video. It's funny. It's anybody in the world, because I think Walmarts are everywhere, but they have to go and check it out on YouTube. It cracked me up.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now,
I love fun.
If there was any advice that you could give to any new artists, Russ, that are just starting out, what would that advice be?
Well, there's a couple things that I've learned. One is it needs to be fun. When it quits being fun, it's not worth doing it. It becomes like a job. I mean, that's why they call it playing music.
Yeah.
Because it's like playtime. It's supposed to be fun and creative. Don't be worried about what anybody else thinks. Everybody's got an opinion. I regularly say I don't really like Kanye West music, but I don't think he cares. I don't want to. He probably doesn't like mine.
Probably
and I don't really care whether he likes it or not.
Exactly.
I think early on it's important to learn how to work in a group, a band setting. Learn as much theory as you can. Understand your instrument, whether that be your voice or drums or bass or xylophone or whatever, harmonica, guitar, whatever you're playing. Really understand what it is. And go back and learn from the people, the greats, not just the people that you know of. Go back and look at the people that the people you liked. Go back a couple of generations and figure out where all this came from. And while early on you generally find yourself covering other people's material, I think learning to compose on your own is very important. People that make it in the music industry are people who are doing their own tunes. Now, some of them may be doing songs written by other people, but having the ability to write your own music and lyrics is people don't lean that way, and that's okay. But at least give it a shot, and know that when you first start writing, it's not going to be any good. It's just not. It's a craft that has to be learned like any craft. So those are my suggestions.
Well, and it goes hand in hand with just about anybody that I've talked to and asked for advice. Learn how to write songs. Be original.
Yep.
So, and I mean, you're independent, and a lot of the artists I have come on are independent, and the Grammys showed us that you don't necessarily need to be signed to a record label. I'm not against either or. I'm just saying that a lot of the artists that I've had come on saying that, independent is the way to go. So, I mean, to each their own, I guess. I'm not a singer, like I said, so I have no idea. Now, where can people purchase your music, Russ?
Sure. So the first place to go is russstill.com, RUSSSTILL.com. And all my records are on there, and background about the band and me and where we're playing and anything you want to know. In fact, if you'll give me your email address, I'll send you 3 free songs and access to a music video. In fact, the Walmart parking lot video. Get a chance to look at that. You can also find us on Spotify and iTunes, anywhere you're listening to digital streaming music.
And, yeah. And please purchase it. Don't pirate it. I'm a strong...
That would be my hope.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I would prefer you buy it off my website, because I'm not having to give iTunes their 20%. Although I don't mind if you're more comfortable doing it that way. I'm just trying to share my music. I'm in a place in my life where, thank goodness, I'm not having like when I was in college and hoping I could pay my bills with it. I didn't have $80. Now I don't need to make the $80 from playing music. It's always nice and makes me feel good, based on all the time and effort and energy, blood, sweat, tears, and money I pay for studio time for people to purchase it. But that's just my opinion. I don't pirate anything.
Yeah.
Even if I have an opportunity to get it for free, I'll pay for it.
Well, yeah, and it keeps artists going, and I don't think people realize that. They think, they make all their money from concerts. Well, if they're independent artists and they're not well known, they're not making a lot of money at their concerts. So yeah, I urge everybody to buy them. Now, what 2 songs are we going to hear from you today?
You're going to hear a ballad off the latest record, Still Cooking. The ballad's called I Can't. People really like that song. They say it's their favorite on the record. The second song is called Promised Land. And it's a really interesting song. It's got some interesting changes in it. It was the first single. The band likes playing it best. And it's gotten some national play. Had about 100+ stations around the country playing it, and appreciate that support. And thank you for giving them a listen.
Yeah, and they're great songs. And I've kind of listened to every album you have on your website, so I can get a taste of the songs. And like I said, you guys are very, very talented. And the fishing song I like. And I really like, obviously, the Walmart parking lot. So that's a bonus that you get to see that video if you sign up for your website. So I want to say, this isn't a one-touch shot or deal, whichever. If something major happens and you get an award, you get signed, anything, you've got me on Twitter. Keep me in contact, because I want to know, and you can come back on and broadcast it again. I will be putting your website up on my website so people will be able to find you, and kind of just mentioning iTunes and Spotify like I always do. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your day, Russ, to come on the show and share your story along with the bands. It was just a great interview, so thank you so much.
Allie, thank you so much for having us on Allie's Attic. It's so important for the independent artist to have support time and show support for what we're trying to do. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. And thank you for joining me on Allie's Attic. Keep checking my website because you never know what kind of surprises you'll find in my attic. Cheers!